Scatchell, ominous.
Don't call it a comeback.
Took a deflection off the paint, but Rudy Scatchell has had his say. This is the start of dreams for
I feel a bit sore and
Bit raw.
a bit, things have been done to me by Aberdeen.
You've been deaned.
Thoroughly up the Aber.
Donsed. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Right, everybody ready to be really, really funny about what just happened at Heart of Midlothian?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, bringing the funnies this week. There's Robert Borthwick having a cry.
Hi, yeah, still here.
Just to his right, also having a cry. That's the mellifluous tones.
That was a nice cry.
that was the most fun cry I've experienced in a long time.
Yeah.
Ian Greenhillzone.
Hello.
And new to the podcast.
Drinking Lambrini.
Jordan.
Lambrini girls just want to have fun now.
Absolutely. No,
You're drinking Lambrini as well.
because we walked out of Tynecastle. This is Jordan, by the way. Say hello.
Hey, how are you? Phone.
We walked out of Tynecastle. We decided, what's the only way we can possibly feel better?
And Lambrini was the answer.
Lambrini was the answer. Chin chin.
Chin chin.
Yeah.
Ah, Tipperary.
So, Aberdeen are
Tipperary.
very good.
Yeah, they're a good football team.
Yeah, they might be better than Hearts. If only we had some way of evaluating that over the course of 90 minutes.
Well, it was like we said all last season. It's like, we'd love to get an Aberdeen or a Dundee United to gauge just how far we've come. We've not come that far. We've come far enough for St Johnstone, not far enough for Aberdeen.
If you compare it against our results against Aberdeen in the season we got relegated, apparently we've regressed. And, you know, like this entire regime is bunk and we should get Gary Locke back in because he knows how to motivate the team.
He knows how to beat Aberdeen and
Proper
Hibs.
Hearts man. He is a proper Hearts man.
PHN.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
On the plus side though, Ian did make a good point. It was like right before the game, was like, no matter what happens, man, they have to go back to Aberdeen. I was like, fair enough.
That is true. Yeah.
It's shite.
Going straight back to the granite.
I was there last night and I was like, this is shite. This is a shite place. Like, fuck, fair play. Win the league if you want. It's probably what you deserve. You poor bastards.
Unfortunately, it's not true because at least 40% of that crowd will be the Aberdeen fans that crawl out of the woodwork from the central
Yeah,
belt
that
every
is
so
true.
often. It's just sort of, aye, in the 80s, I lived near Aberdeen.
Bizarrely, guys that are born between 1979 and 87.
Yeah. Don't know how that works, but
Yeah,
there it
imagine
is.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, half of them are from fucking Livingston, but anyway.
It's case.
You got to come from somewhere.
Exactly, yeah. Worse than that. It's not like they're from Las Vegas, man. I'm like, oh yeah, those Livingston guys.
Guys, sometimes you hurt me with your words. Well, before we get to what happened to us from Aberdeen, we do have to touch on the Inverness game, which was
Can we not just talk about Jamie Hamill? That's genuinely a happier thing to talk about right now.
Well, the one thing I will say about the Inverness game, which relates to the Aberdeen game, I think, is that Robbie kind of got the team wrong, and we paid for it over the course against a team that played significantly better than us.
Yes.
Cool.
Let's just breeze over that.
Yeah. Juan Oshiniwa, not the smartest man in the world.
We've turned on him, eh?
Yeah. God is not God
it's
It's
anymore.
not so funny anymore.
God is God.
God is God.
Hashtag.
No, mate.
No,
Just don't punch
stop,
him in the
yeah,
face.
stop spelling wrong things on Twitter. Fucking concentrate on the football. Hashtag
So
silly.
we
No.
We didn't feel that was a hilarious hand of God is God moment.
No.
Hands of God, I never even thought of that. That is good.
Yay! Well, thanks, man.
Did you tweet that? I'll retweet it.
No, I literally just thought of it.
Fuck. It's like a week and a half late.
Yeah. That's the speed my wit works at. Lightning quick.
But yeah, Ju-on doing the
It's
one
Ju-on.
the 1 inch punch to Sho Silva.
Yeah.
Sho Silva. I still can't say his name right.
Shoshable.
Sho Silva. Yeah, it was really stupid, and I liked how Alexander punched him in the back, and he should have probably got sent off as well. Punching his own player square in the spine, like.
Well, you think that was like the Hog Levine moment to nos jours?
Yes, aye. Levine's just having such a bad influence on these guys. It's making them all fight each other bare knuckled.
Well, you know,
Well,
you
actually,
lead by
Alexander had
example.
gloves on, but
Wow, what a terrible point you've just made.
fuck it. Yeah.
Completely incorrect on every level.
I'm just dazed after these 2 defeats.
Yeah, well, 3 defeats, let's not forget that. 3 in a row.
Oh, man, I forgot about that.
But you know, we're all going to turn around next week.
Midweek against Kelly,
Oh, we got a game midweek.
League Cup.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. You had no idea.
No idea.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
great.
that's fine though.
Yeah, we'll definitely not lose to Kelly.
It's not like we've been slagging them off all season.
Yeah,
and
but
then we're going to
It's,
get
it's
back
not
in
like
our
this
face.
is. It's not like this is the most hubris anyone has ever experienced.
It's a hubris grenade, right? Exploding right in our face.
We'll go to Rugby Park and it'll basically just be a big mirror on the halfway line. We'll be playing against ourselves.
That's how
They'll be absolutely confused like a kitten. Just looking in the mirror like, oh, what are you fucking doing?
That'd be how it worked. Like Jamie Hamill standing in front of Piardo, like moving his right arm just very slowly. And it's just, am I? Where's my hair gone? What's happened?
Why do I look so grey?
Why do I look so sad?
What vitamin have I not got?
So yeah, buzzing for that. Can't wait. Yeah.
That should be Jamie Hamill's nickname, Deficiency.
Would you like some more Lambrini?
I really would, yeah.
Where's your goblet?
It's down here. I'm refilling it.
Yeah.
This is staying
Listen.
in. This is gold.
Yeah.
Don't have too much.
That's the sound of pure fun, listeners. Pure
Yeah.
fun. So we decided to start. Well, we didn't decide to start. There wasn't a vote, but Heart of Midlothian started with 3 strikers in a 4-2-3-1 with Juanma out left and Riley on the right. And I think, interesting.
Yep.
Especially given that Aberdeen lined up with a 3-5-2, that meant that they man-marked all of our strikers, and Shea Logan and Graham Shinney just had the freedom of Tynecastle.
Yep. They did.
Anyone else have any thoughts on that?
I had such a great text conversation with Ian last night. I kind of defended Riley's inclusion because I think he works hard and I think he's strong up against a strong defence, whereas Nicholson's a bit more lightweight. But yeah, it didn't really. Don't read it out.
I'm not going to read it out, but I just found that halfway through, there's just a photo of Blaze. Like, with his kid.
It's just
It's
a
like,
picture.
he's so handsome.
That's how we do. Yeah, so I kind of agreed with the Riley inclusion. I thought, the guy's got to get a chance sometime. Nicholson was howling against ICT, so we might as well give it a bash. But the fact that we had to change shape after 20 minutes meant that Riley was just stuck into a position, shoehorned into a position that he can't play. He was playing on left wing.
Yeah.
We didn't sign him as a winger. We didn't even sign him as any sort of midfielder. We signed him as a number 10 or a centre forward.
Certainly didn't sign him as a wide left midfielder.
Absolutely
It's
not.
true, but
I think the main thing as well was that when it comes to tracking back, Wanma's not exactly the best.
Yeah,
so
it was
it's like
fine.
so like Nick was saying, Shea Logan is getting absolutely reams of space just to kind of attack.
My favourite bit was when the Aberdeen fans sang "There's only one Shea Logan," and I was like, there can't be many. Like, there can't be. Like, guys, there probably is like one. Like,
It's
that's
striking me,
His
like,
first
I
name is
love
Shaleem.
yeah, it's like,
Shaleem!
But yeah, so we did end up like I like you. I saw the logic of picking Gavin Riley because, like you say, he does work. But I mean, it was very apparent that we needed a bit more, and like he really didn't provide anything.
he's had a
going
tough
forward.
week as well, hasn't he?
Has he?
Yeah, the funeral.
Oh
of
yeah,
his friend
that's
was,
correct.
Funeral for a friend broke up.
he was really sad about that.
He actually put a crying emoji. I mean,
But did you see the person? He went, "Oh no, funeral for a friend." Sat crying emoji, and someone went, "I'm so sorry for your loss." And he came back, and went, "No, it's just a band."
The poor
my
guy
friends
that
have
came
died.
in.
It's just a, let's be honest, incredibly poor band.
Yeah.
But he's young, he makes mistakes.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. So we played So in the middle for most of the game, which was interesting. A departure from recent weeks. I think he acquitted himself well, Jordan. What do you
I'm
say?
so low on Lambrini now, man.
Oh my
You should
god.
have bought 2 bottles.
I
don't
should
we?
have. I actually put one back.
And I said no.
Don't put that
I was like,
back.
"No."
Oh, I feel like an idiot now.
I didn't think you'd like it. I thought it was a
Neither
joke.
did I. I thought it was a bit, and now I'm like, this is just tasty as anything. It's like appetizer, but with more fun. And then less gas.
It's like Happy Slur.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
This
Happy
is an
Slur.
incredible way to introduce yourself to our
I
audience.
know, I'm so sorry. I won't
Do you,
be
do you
back.
have an opinion? Do you have an opinion on Osman Sopin through the middle?
Sort of, yeah. It's more like, it's more. I did warn Robert of this last night. I'm not good with tactics. Like I told him last night. I texted him. I was like, can you just not bring me in the tactics bit? But on the wags or any sort of handsome football player chat, I'm pretty good.
Okay.
Callum Patterson's my favourite because Right, so he looks like he's wearing sort of prosthetic arse, like something that Jack Black would wear in a movie. and he plays like, so Ian and I sit right at the front of the main stand. He's right in front of us, and we're basically arsehole level to him. And the whole time I'm like, that's incredible.
So you think he's like started putting on a fat suit and failed to complete the
Well,
job?
no, he's put on like 10% of a fat suit.
Yeah.
And he's
Mostly
like,
around the arse.
yeah, and you're like, that's wow. So
What's
sort of
what's
sort
that
of
film
what-
that Eddie Murphy was in where he played every character?
Nutty Professor.
Not a professional. Meet the what was the
Meet the Norbits.
Meet the Norbit.
Yeah.
Or
No.
is that a Welcome to the Norbits? I don't
I
know.
think it was just called Norbit.
Norbit. Anyway, so Callum Patterson looks like he played 10% of the Norbits. So that's what you're going to get from me today, Nickel.
Thanks.
You're
No,
not
no,
going to
that's-
get what So did through the middle, but you'll get mostly what Callum Patterson's got in the middle.
Well, it's a great distinction to have, and you're an option off the bench.
I am.
You're absolutely our Danny Swanson.
Horses for courses.
One time I sat in a car with Danny Swanson and listened to Mbot for 6 hours. So you can have that, Nickel. Do with it what
did
you
Danny
will.
Swanson have any choice in the matter?
He chose it. He did.
And then
We went to Bobby Charlton Soccer School. I've got trivia for days for you, Nickel. So we went to Bobby Charlton Soccer School together, and we shared a dorm room. And I had asthma at the time, and I still do have asthma. Danny didn't have asthma, and he was like, "What do you think would happen if we just took all that inhaler?" So we did, and then we just shook for ages. If you take loads of asthma inhalers, Salamol, easy breed, you just shake. You just get the vibrations inside you.
So the vibrations inside you.
Yeah.
So
Danny Swanson's an addict.
He is.
an asthma inhaler at it.
I'm really struggling hard to place when exactly this happened because it feels like it
Last
could
week.
be any day between like 1999 and 2013.
We were 13 at the time, and then I saw him. I haven't seen him for years, and I saw him today, and I was like,
And I shouted,
Daddy! Daddy! And I was like, oh, I don't want him to turn around and then see me like, hi,
Waving an inhaler at him,
And a
he just
bottle of
starts,
breathing.
like, one bead of sweat starts to run down his brow. It's like I thought I was beyond it.
So anyway, that's been so.
through the middle.
Yeah, well, there isn't, to be honest, much to analyse from this game. We picked the wrong team and we were made to pay. I think that the one thing that we really learned from this experience is that going forward, especially in games against like the top sides, we have to choose one or the other between Kwanma and So and play with two wingers or two wide midfielders.
Yeah.
What would you say, Ian?
or just play two up front.
What? Why? But
But why not?
Well, right. Okay. We did
Throw
win.
that right back at you there.
We did win the second half today when we played 4-4-2, but that was largely because Aberdeen stopped trying. So what we really need to do is convince other teams to stop trying.
That's the tactic.
We can do it.
If we bore them into not playing football,
Well, as long as we concede 3 goals in the first half every time, we'll win the second half
We
every
will.
time. I'm very confident of that.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of agree with you. I don't think Juanma and So work in the same team. I think it's got to be one or t'other. Because whenever Juanma's in, apart from today, to be fair, So is sort of shoehorned onto the left, and today.
Well,
Juanma-
today we shoehorned Weimar on the left instead.
neither of which work.
Nope.
So that needs to be realised, and it needs to be seen that they're two very talented, probably two of our most talented footballers. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to work together.
No.
It's kind of simple to see that from the opening 8 games that we've had. So I think one of King or Nicholson coming in would help that a lot, because they can get the ball into the middle. They can provide for any striker that's in the middle of the park. So. Yeah, I think that needs to be revisited, and hopefully against Kelly on Tuesday, then we'll see one of So or Juanma benched.
But possibly at home against Kelly, we could play a 4-4-2, conceively, and get away
At
with
home against Kelly, yeah.
is there a home game?
We're not at home.
On Tuesday, no, we're at Rugby Park.
I do not know much about this game.
You're just like refusing to accept this game exists.
I'll be working until 11 that night, so it might as well not exist.
Kill who, Nick?
Who manages them?
Gary, what now? Right, okay, great, I'm on board. Yes, so we probably should
Yeah, try a
stop.
4-4-2. That's what I think. See how it works.
I would like to see Riley play up front with Juanma.
I'd like to see
Love
one. I'd
Riley.
like to see
He's
one
got-
with a new haircut
He's
as
got
well.
he's got the London look.
I think
Okay,
he's-
right, what's
I
wrong
think
with
I
Juanma's
just don't know.
haircut?
I feel like there's something not right. Like he's.
I think
sort
it's the
of
way
like-
it looks like he's occasionally got blonde highlights, but he actually doesn't.
And then the beard, I don't think it's working. I think it's like he looks like a Greek waiter. Well, He looks
fucking dare.
He looks like Robert Borthwick with a shorter beard looking in the back of a spoon.
His face is about 2 feet wider than
There's
Rob's,
some, but it's like, oh. And then when he smiles, you're like, oh, you're just making it all circular in the middle. I don't know, there's something up with that face, man. I want to love him. And then I see him smiling on Twitter, and I'm like, oh. And then you know how Twitter cuts photos, and you just see the smile first.
It's just like filling out the entire radius of
16 by
the smile.
You're 16 by 9. You're like,
And then you
I'm in
expand it
Starbucks.
to see the dead eyes.
Yeah.
And then you feel sad.
and these eyes are so circular. Everything's too circular. I love him, but I think maybe a new haircut.
You love it, but you want it to be more oblong.
Yes, maybe just.
So in Team Handsome, which is what Hearts should aim to be,
absolutely,
you'd maybe drop Wanma. Is that what you're saying?
I'd fix him up a bit. I'd take him to the training ground.
You'd take him on Snog Mario Boyd.
Yes, and Blaze would obviously be captain.
It's a strong question, but I think Snow probably is more handsome than Juanma.
He is, yeah. He's because he's got more confidence. He's just like whatever, man.
Looks like
Do
he
what I
could-
like with my hair.
Slightly more attainable.
Yeah.
Yes, but also completely unobtainable.
Yeah, this is definitely
Sorry,
the
I
sort
told
of
you that.
conversation that this Aberdeen game.
I warned you that this is what I'd bring to the podcast.
No. Like I've just got a new plan. I'm going to hover between this and tactical chat. So, we did try and play 3 men in midfield to match up to Aberdeen in the beginning, but Walker kind of showed that he can't really drop back and fill in that way against the top midfields.
Walker kind of.
Oh God.
Yeah, Walker kind of showed that he's completely unfit.
Yeah, that's true.
He
Has he
really.
got a hunchback as well?
No, it's the GPS tracker that they wear on the back. All the players wear GPS trackers
Is
on the back.
that how big is it?
compared to Jamie
Compared
Walker.
to Jamie Walker, yeah.
It's like a fucking jetpack. Yeah, he didn't look fit. He is probably our best footballer, but yeah, you could see after even like 10-15 minutes that he was hobbling a wee bit when he was sort of not sprinting for the ball or taking it into possession. Yeah, I like Jamie. I'm a convert to Jamie Walker playing the number 10 role, but I don't think he played it particularly well today. That's got a lot of attributing factors around about him as well, but it just nothing really worked for us in the first half, especially.
He plays it well when we're against teams where we can like afford to have a free roaming number 10.
Yeah.
Against Aberdeen's quality and against Aberdeen's shape, I think we needed a flat 4-3-3, but unfortunately we just didn't have the spare central midfielder to get in besides Prince and Payardo.
Yeah, we missed Gomez a fucking huge amount. You know.
Oh,
we
incidentally,
really
Payardo back, dinking
Yeah.
balls about, winning things, having a beard.
He looked very good. He looked very handsome.
Yeah.
The guy in front of us was delighted.
Yeah.
He had his Payardo
Yeah,
15
this,
shirt.
yeah.
In the
He's
last
waiting since the start of the season.
every
to
game
wear
we've been
this.
at, and he's got his Payardo 15 shirt. And you're
14.
like, 14, whatever, one of the numbers. Payardo number on the back, and he's like, you're like, oh man, you look silly because he's not playing. But then today he was like, yes. He was delighted with that shirt.
He's got it. He's got it. I love Payardo, and I think he played well. He got a completely rinsed for their third goal, but
Oh, absolutely did.
Niall McGinn's quite good at football. So
Yeah.
Right, okay, we'll start talking about their goals in just a second. I just want to mention, I'm glad that you've got a fun guy in front of you, because the guy in front of us today was bemoaning the fact that we don't have Danny Wilson anymore, and was saying that would be the solution, bring back Danny Wilson.
yeah,
We've got a smorgasbord of mentalists around us.
I think everyone does. There's
Yeah.
a plethora of mental
The guy-
issues.
The guy next to us in the white tee. There's this
Well, no,
guy
that's
next
we've
to
got
us.
the racist,
Yeah.
and then we've got,
Everyone's got the racist.
we've got the racist who's right there, and he was just like, oh, fucking.
The
Send
neck
off.
tattoo man.
There's neck tattoo guy who was like, you baldy blind bastard,
And he's bald. He's bald.
with glasses. He's got glasses and a skinhead, and we're like,
He's calling someone a baldy blind bastard.
baldy blind bastard!
to the ref, like, you've
I understand your pain!
There's one chant I never get that I've heard quite a few times round different areas of Tynecastle is, you one-eyed bastard, ref!
One-eyed bastard.
What does that mean?
I've never
I
heard
mean,
that.
I've never heard
One-eyed
that.
bastard.
I don't know.
I wrote down some of
Right
my
in,
favourites.
please.
Sorry, you took
I
notes.
took note of what my favourites were. The guy who was wearing the headband at the back.
Taylor.
Ash Taylor.
Taylor was like, what's that headband for? Because you're a dickhead. And I was like, I suppose that kind of works.
That works, yeah. He's just holding it back in there.
We've all got
Tape
bandages
round
around
the
our
dick,
dick.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then there's a little girl that sits behind us, and she shouted, "Oh my days, what will be will be." I was like, She's like 9. I was like, that's incredible. That's like almost
Did
poetic.
you want to like hug her and tell her, no, I'll be all right. Come on.
And she was eating rock.
Yeah,
the whole
and
way through
she's the
game.
most eloquent of the
She's so-
supporters
she's
as well.
so
And she's
eloquent.
a 5-year-old girl.
I'm just-
Oh my days.
I'm just-
what will be, will be.
I'm just sad that football's disillusioned her so far. It's just starting to go, you can be whatever you want to be.
Run free, beautiful butterfly. You're not meant for this.
Okay, we put it off long enough.
Their goals.
Their goals. Their first goal was a shambolic disaster in a season of shambolic disasters from corners, Robert.
I didn't really see what happened, but it came into the middle from a corner kick, and David Goodwillie headed it.
Well, I'm in your boat. I was kind of hoping these guys who were sitting marginally closer to the corner could tell us exactly what happened, but it just looked like a stramash.
Was it not just a direct header from Goodwillie, and Alexander tried to save it with his shins, and
Yeah.
it kind of skipped underneath him a wee bit.
He did.
And went
He did
into-
go a bit Transformer mid-transform.
Yeah.
Like trying to keep the ball out.
Aye, yeah, it wasn't great, but as I say, I've not seen it since, so I can't be sure that that's exactly what happened. I just know that it went in at about snail's pace over the line, so...
It just bore a huge resemblance to a lot of corners and crossballs that we've tried to defend this season.
We're not dealing with them very well, and to be honest with you, Aberdeen are doing the exact opposite. Hearts and Celtic aren't dealing with crossballs. Aberdeen are. Aberdeen are top of the league by a distance now.
But it's clearly something to do with training. I mean, like, their only really tall player was Taylor. And
Dick
like
Headhead.
constant, yeah, Dick
Headhead, yeah.
Dick Headhead.
Yeah.
And you know, Constantine's fairly big.
And so's Quinn.
Yeah, but like compare him to like basically everyone we've got in our team except for Walker.
That's probably the tallest back line we've ever had.
Yeah, I would say so.
But there's just no organisation in there, and it's a real shame because we're losing goals from it quite a lot. We lost one against, was it 1 or 2 against Hamilton from set pieces? Crawford scored just one.
Just one.
The winner. It's happening too often. It needs to be sorted out. I don't know if that's maybe Uzturk not too sure about how to marshal his defence, or Alexander, or if it's just the players being a bit lax and a bit more shite.
Got to get Danny Wilson back.
So
It's got like
let's bring him back.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's get Stefano Salvatore.
that's more likely than getting back Danny Wilson. To be fair,
That is true. It's not very good. We need to sort it out pronto, and I think getting Blase fully fit will see us do that. But
that's a big factor.
I do not.
I think you've already made it clear that you think he's fully fit.
At one point, Ian just shouted, "Swoon!"
Well, so the first goal was a bit of a disaster. Their second goal was just McGinn being fucking spectacular.
And Blase jumping in when he
just
shouldn't have.
jumped in, yeah.
I went to the toilet for that one.
No, you got us
I went
pies.
and got 2 pies, and then the pie girl remembered me. She was like, "Oh, you're back." I was like, "Well, yeah, I am, obviously."
Did you do multiple pie trips?
No, I went
Yeah,
for
we
one
took
pie
pies.
today, but then the last time I was at the game was at the Partick Thistle game.
You got an admirer.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, exactly. That was like 3 weeks ago, and she was like, "Oh, hi, you're back."
Jordan looks a bit like Blase though.
But then surely she would have thought,
What? He's a white man with a beard.
"So does Robert." So you almost
No,
look
he's
like.
Wagner.
Anyway.
Yeah, so the pie girl in the main stand.
Well,
big
it sounds
shout-out.
like you're really onto something. I'm glad that somebody got a successful moment out of today's match.
And it was where the second goal was going in. I was like, "Oh," and she was like, "Oh, hey." So you're back at the game. I was like, "Oh, yeah."
Not now.
When else
Pie
would I
girl.
be here? Just, so hi.
You might just come and hang out.
Do you want another? And I was like, "Well, the pie stand's not open normally any other time. Do you want
So-
2
oh
pies?"
yeah, but I'm here.
No,
All the time.
It's a really, really odd moment. And then I got 2 pies, and she was like, "Oh, is it Scotch pie or is it steak pie?" And I was like, "Oh, it's steak pie." She's like, "Oh, like the last time." Yeah.
The second goal was a travesty of defending.
Yeah.
I think.
Thanks for bringing that back on
That's,
track.
Right. Well, from my vantage point, it just looked like McGinn did like 2
No.
players up like a kipper. No.
No. Blase jumped in, and then Callum Patterson stood directly on his heels like he did with Ryan Christie against Cardiff Thistle, and watched him just run past him and went, that's fine. It's not as if he's a really good goal scoring winger, and then he thumped it into the top corner. It was
He did lash it.
awful defending.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Don't take anything away from McGinn. He did well to get past the two defenders. It was a great finish. It's not easy to score from that angle, but you've got to be looking at our defence there. We contributed more to this loss than they did. We were really, really bad at the back, really bad, and that was just another example. And then the third was another example of how we were just really badly
the
organised.
defending, it was definitely a bit blasé.
Oh.
Well, that just happened.
Yeah.
That just fell out of Ian's mouth.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, the third goal. Right. So after the second goal, we went 4-4-2.
4-4-2.
4-4-2, and it had very little impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have very little impact. We scored.
Eventually.
And looked better.
So at some point. Yeah.
We looked better,
it was-
but again, we looked better because Aberdeen were just like, well, game's won.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we've learned that goal number 2 wasn't quite as well defended as I thought it was.
No.
But I can tell you that goal number 3 was not particularly well defended.
No, they broke really quickly, and that's a sort of trait of Aberdeen's game. They have usually Hayes and McGinn, but today they had Pollitt and McGinn. And yeah, it got sprayed out to McGinn. Good ball from Kenny McLean, I think, and he completely fucked Payardo, and like to the extent where Payardo probably still doesn't know what day of the week it is.
It was just like a slight drop of the hip, and Bayardo was like in the next county.
Payardo was halfway up the Wheatfield stand by the time that McGinn had gone past. And then, yeah, he squared it across to Goodwillie. Alexander slipped, which didn't help. And yeah, Goodwillie sort of basically tapped it in from about 16 yards into the bottom corner.
At that point, Aberdeen had about, I think, roughly 20 players over on the weak side, though, waiting to tap it in.
A devastating counter-attack, which we really...
Were devastated by.
Exactly, yes.
We just sat back and let the devastation flow.
We did. A flow of devastation. Yeah, and then that was that. Game was over at that point. As much as I like to believe when Igor Rossi got one back.
It was never happening, was it? No. Some guy was like, with 2 minutes to go, was like, get another one, boys, it's game on. Like, don't know, man. Like, they seemed like they were getting packed up. Like, some guy's getting his shin pads off and that.
The funny
like,
thing was that they brought on arguably their best player as well, and it was just like, oh, really? He's coming on now. Oh, good.
okay, great.
Yeah.
And then they proceeded to play him wide just to troll us. It was like, this is how you play a striker wide, boys.
Yeah.
Also, 2 chants that I didn't like today. When they chanted the Rooney thing, I was like, Rooney. I was like, nah, that's Wayne Rooney. You can't be like, Rooney. Like, that's another player.
It's a
Maybe they should
pastiche,
do-
isn't it?
Aye,
It's a
I was
bad
like, nah.
pastiche.
And it's like,
They'd have to do it in like an Irish accent or something like that.
aye, I was just like, oh no, you can't just. There must be another way of like making that guy your guy, because he's It's like chop.
I do
And
like
then also-
anytime someone mentions Adam Rooney, I just hear like John Motson in my head going, Rooney!
I was like, nah, I don't like that. And then also, I don't like our slight, tiny moral victory of counting the ref steps.
Oh God, I hate that!
Terrible.
I hate that because it's like, wait,
1, 2, 3, 4, and then he was like clearly doing the 10th one as where they are.
Yeah.
And it was obvious that he was doing that.
or you know, like
But
maybe
we're
his
getting
strides aren't exactly a yard long.
It's 1.1 yards.
And also, we're getting beat. It's like, 9, ha ha ha. We're much more than Aberdeen fans, like, we're winning 3-1. Like, you fucking losers, man. Like, stop shouting.
They should have started going 7, 8, 9, ha 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 ha, 9 yards for the football kick.
You know your team's outclassed when someone shouts, "That's 6 seconds, ref! He's held that for 6 seconds!"
Oh, that was
And you
happening
just
as
go,
well.
Guys, come on!
I was like, shut up. And then, like, even the ref was like, really? This is a shite victory,
They
guys.
start gurning about Aberdeen's goalkeeper trying to take a free kick from the edge of the box
Yeah.
rather than from like 5 yards further back.
I don't like us doing that at all.
It's the frustration of a football fan. It's always going to happen. You know, we weren't counting the amount of steps he was given for their free kicks, which, by the way, was 9.
Yeah.
It's not as if he was giving them a fucking like unfair advantage. He was doing 9 again. Like it was. Obviously, his strides are 1.1 yards.
Aye.
And that, at the end, comes to 10.
What I would have liked to have they got to the end, it's like 9, that's 9, it's been 9 every time, you're incredibly consistent.
9. That's all we ask
With your
for.
consistency, Scottish referee.
That's all we ask for.
Yeah, but I don't know. It kind of brightened up that afternoon.
I really feel we've kind of ran out of things to say about this game.
We scored a goal.
Well,
spoken
we
about
glossed over it. I suppose they defended their corner about as well as we defended ours.
Yeah. Was it Patterson that went up and won it, and then it sort of bounced out, and Igor hit it on the turn?
It was an excellent dig by someone. I can't remember now. Fuck.
Igor Rossi scored it though with his
Yes,
weaker foot.
he did.
He's been kind of due a goal. He's always been there or thereabouts in our set pieces, and I like him a lot. I like him a lot.
He's quite tall.
He's very tall. He's good in the air.
He-
Wait,
I think the most depressing, like the thing that really stood out
Poor
to me
guy.
about Rossi and Blasi today is that our tactics towards the end of the game really descended into both of them trying to play long diagonal
Yeah.
balls.
well, that was Blasi's tactic from the start of the game. That's all he did.
Yes, yeah, but like by the end of the game, that was all the whole team were doing.
Yeah.
And Aberdeen were letting them have the space because they knew it wasn't going to
Yeah,
do
but that's where
anything to us.
desperation takes you. They'd quashed our midfield for the entire match. So why try and play through a midfield you know you're not going to get through when you could easily hit it up front and get a lucky bounce?
Yeah.
You're as well doing that as you are trying to play through a midfield which has been impenetrable for the entire 90 minutes. I don't see anything wrong with that. Fuck it. It's literally taking the kitchen sink, giving it to Blasi Augustine and him thumping up the park.
Throw this kitchen sink.
Exactly.
Have it. Throw
Yeah,
it. This is the
exactly.
first game where it felt like being a Hearts fan again. Because like 2 seasons ago we were like, oh well, it doesn't matter. We can just do what the fuck we want. And no one was against the team because it's like we're going down anyway, so let's just support them. Fuck it, let's kind of get behind them. And then last season we're awesome, we win. And then the start of the season we're winning all the time. And then today was like, it's
Sometimes we're just not
that-
good
sometimes
enough.
we're just not as good as the other
Is
team we
that 8
play.
in a row yet for Aberdeen?
Yeah, that's it. That's
Are they going to sack George Burley now?
You've been storing that, haven't you?
I've been storing that.
I'm thoroughly impressive. I don't know if they're going to win the league. I think Celtic over the course are still going to have more because they've got more depth, but Aberdeen look
I don't-
very good. Aberdeen
I
are going to
don't
be
like-
runaway second.
I don't like Aberdeen, but I would like them to push Celtic all the way.
If there's
It'd
gonna be-
good
if there's gonna be someone
for
to do it,
Scotland,
yeah.
you know, to
For the little that I've seen of both teams, I would say that Aberdeen's defence is far and away better than Celtic's.
That's just so fucking bizarre because they've got Paul Quinn and Andy Considine. Quinn and Considine.
What?
Sounds like a shite law firm.
Quinn and Considine.
Quinn and Considine, we got it.
Considine and Quinn, attorney law. Yeah, but it seems like they've got a plan.
Yeah,
they look like a really solid unit.
They're very well-
Taylor, Quinn, and Constantine.
yeah. They're very, very well.
Whereas
drilled.
Hearts look like 4 people who have just met playing in defence together.
It's gonna take another couple of weeks for us to gel at the back. But as I was saying before, basically just before the final whistle, when Blasi was still humping it up the park and looked knackered, we need him to stay fit. He's not been fit basically for any game this season. Even when he started in the first couple of games, he wasn't match fit. That's why we've got him. We've got him because he's got a
Yeah.
bad fitness record.
But then,
he needs to keep himself
if you
fit.
even look at the signing culture at Aberdeen and Hearts, Aberdeen are signing proven good players in the SPL.
Yeah.
Who are
Shinny, Rooney.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
they're
good
playing.
value.
They're signing essentially the creme de la creme of the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Hearts are having to gamble on players who are essentially rejects.
But
you know, really, and that and we have to kind of face up to that Blasi is a bit of a reject.
No, I don't know.
I think it
like
was-
Rossi.
there's an
Rossi was
What?
is
Yeah,
a
yeah, no,
reject.
there's
What-
an
what
issue
do you-
there that
But
you know,
no, you
there's
have
only
to
so many
admit
of those
that.
players to go around. And, you know, we signed Danny Swanson, who fits that sort of bill of a guy
Exactly.
who played well in the SPL, went down
Yeah.
south, maybe it didn't work out quite as well, and now he's come back up. He's coming to one of the, you know, slightly below
I
the
can-
top tier.
But even
teams.
Prince, you know, he didn't really shine or get his game
Didn't
when
set
he
the
was
header
when he
away.
was on loan at
Thistle.
Partick, you know.
Yeah.
So we have to be realistic that essentially Hearts is a team made a little bit of misfits who Nielsen and Levine are kind of putting their trust in and trying to form a team around, and that will take time.
a little bit. I mean,
That sounds like a great Hollywood film. Together the Misfits. Could they conquer the Premier League? No.
no.
Absolutely not. We'll find this out within the first 20 minutes. But there's still an hour to go.
2-0
Please
down.
stay in your seats.
I kind of see what you're saying. It's true with some of the players, but you know, Juanma was wanted at the club he was at. They couldn't afford to keep him.
Oh, yeah.
Augustine was offered a contract by Legia Warsaw, who are in Europe, and he still chose Hearts over them because he wanted to get out of Poland. He wanted to get back to the UK. That's not a misfit. That's someone who's chosen Hearts. You know, there's still players in that team who have chosen Hearts over staying with their own team. It still happens. It's not a team full of misfits.
But then I think I know.
But
what
at
you
the
mean,
same
that
time, I see what you're saying. Aberdeen have, for the first time probably in our lifetime, got a higher wage bill than Hearts do, which means they're able to bring in guys like Goodwillie, like Rooney, like Shinny. They're able to bring them in from other teams and say, listen, let's have a fucking crack at this. And you know, there's no doubt whatsoever that Aberdeen have got a better team than us, and are a better footballing team than us.
Well,
It just happens.
That is a plain and apparent fact.
Yeah.
One last thing to wrap up from the day, and I want to go to our social media expert for his opinion on this.
Oh no.
I hear that during the game, James Keatings tweeted 2 emoticons.
What were they? Let's get
They
them up.
were applause hands and monkey hiding his eyes.
Oh, see, let me bring them up, because I think there's questions to be asked about what each emoticon means.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
done clappy hands, which is famous. Drake tweets them quite a lot, and
Drake who?
Monkey hiding his eyes. See
Monkey
no
hiding-
evil.
see no
monkey.
evil. What does that mean?
It could be a passive aggressive slant at Hearts.
I think
It
people
was
have
at 3:04.
interpreted that as.
So at 3:04, what? Oh, it was yeah. It
They
was
were
at
2-0 up.
3:04, so
It would
2-0
have
up.
been it would have been better if he was just more blunt and had posted a picture of him sticking needles into a Gavin Riley doll.
Yeah.
yeah.
His favourite thing is the little hand clappy emoji. Lee Griffiths can't stop scoring, hand clappy emoji. The M8 shit, hand clappy emoji. Great goal, hand clappy emoji. Went to Nando's, hand clappy emoji. Great finish, hand clappy
Why is he
emoji.
applauding the innate
Oh
game?
my god! Oh my god! Roma, hand clappy emoji 4 times. Went to Salsa, hand clappy emoji 4 times.
He went to salsa.
What else has he got? Friday night was great to listen. Oh, hand clappy emoji. He just loves the hand. The Big Brothers are madness. Hand clappy emoji. These don't even make
The
sense.
Big Brothers, you mean
Yeah.
the
Come on, Scotland. Hand clappy
Early
What I'm
emoji.
saying is like, does he think
R&B band? This is Big Bro taking over the show.
Does he think? Does he think hand clap emoji is just like a full
I
stop?
think it might be deadline day hand clappy emoji.
Right.
Cheers, hand
You're
clappy
our,
emoji.
you're our top man here, Jordan. I want you working night and day on this. You need to decode
I
it.
need to find out. Maybe we should just actually just tweet him. Hi, sir.
Hello, sir.
You're our Alan Turing. You have to find out.
Find out if there's some intelligence on the other end of this communication.
Cumberbatch is going to play him.
In a really, really niche film.
Boring, so.
Wow, fantastic. We've learned a lot about each other and ourselves, I think, in today's podcast.
We've
It
not
goes
learned
on.
much. We've not learned enough about James Keatings, though.
It goes on. Lee Griffiths, hand clappy emoji.
It's still going.
Purple strip, hand clappy emoji.
Maybe
Lightning bolt, hand clappy emoji.
What,
First
the
aid
band
tomorrow.
lightning bolt?
No,
you,
no,
should
just no.
you should introduce him to the GIF keyboard on the phone.
First day tomorrow, guys. Hand clappy emoji buzzing. Oh, he's got a little clip of him running. Hand clappy emoji. He doesn't understand the hand clappy emoji.
Jordan, it's okay, mate. It's okay.
James,
It's okay.
if you're listening,
It's
I
not.
do this all the time.
Yeah.
If you're listening, write in. Let us know what you think the hand clappy emoji means.
Yeah.
We have no cares at gmail.com.
And fellow listeners, what does the hand clappy emoji mean to you?
Scotland game tonight. Hand clappy
We have no
emoji.
cares at gmail.com.
Hand clap emoji. Right, it's time for songs. Who,
Yay!
out of all those players who played so incredibly well, deserves a song?
So,
Go on.
Thanks, Ian. There's no suspense in this episode. Osman, so.
So it is declared, so shall it come to pass. Osman,
So.
So, everybody feeling incredibly confident and ready to kick off?
Did we pick a winner?
Oh, absolutely.
We have to pick a
Yes.
winner, yeah. It's
So
not
that's
going
all
to be.
now, it's
It's
all-
not going to be Rob this week. So.
well, you never know. Don't
I don't know, Rob, you're looking incredibly confident. I think you're champing at the bit to go first.
Go first.
I'm definitely fucking going first, so it's the most easy to forget. Right. It's actually a tune that we've used on here before as well, just not for Osman. So.
Oh.
Seriously, man, like.
That's a terrible, terrible effort.
Man, I have completely lost my way when it comes to this. It's like, God, I don't
When's the
know.
last one you won?
Fuck knows, man. I don't think I ever actually genuinely won.
Who's the real one?
I've always been the loser in this. Right, okay. So, for Osman, so. So, play him central, has his limits, don't play him out wide, just play him up front, don't be fucking snide, so, done.
That was actually surprisingly great.
Thanks, man.
It was pretty funny.
It was more of a message for Robbie Nielsen than it was a song.
Yeah, it was quite. You said it was
I'm
pretty
angry.
aggressive.
Look at a rant.
It was pretty aggressive as songs go.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I'm just showing my dark side.
Speaking of dark side, Jordan?
Hi. I'm going to use a song made famous by Jonathan Mortimer Smith, more famously known as Little John.
Oh shit, are you?
Yes, Little
Fuck.
John and the East Side Boys.
Yeah.
A song
Shit.
called Are You Gonna Get Low as well?
Yep.
Well, maybe we can combine to make it better.
We combine them. Come on, guys.
Maybe together we're better.
No, hold on. Let's do this. So Jordan's gonna finish his, and then you go straight into
are we
your
in the
one.
right
Yes. Let's make
I
this.
don't know. No, give me your mix and we'll see whether it's worthwhile me continuing.
But
Play so, play so, play so, play so, play so. From Ostruck over the wall. Make the balls right down on his toes. Spread the play with those balls. Watch defenders fall. Play so. Play so, play so, play so. Where's 10, play 9? He's gonna suck it to them one more time. Play so. Play so, play so, play so. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. So I just knocked that over. Sorry.
That's good.
I can imagine that being rapped by the Hearts fans. No bother.
Yeah.
I just want to hear Nichols' version. Of it.
Okay, right.
I think we should have a little John off.
Okay. Osman strike, hair looking fine, he's gonna score it added time, and so gets a goal, get goals from Walker, comes a ball, and Osman scores a goal, and all them hobbies crawl, let me see you Osman score goals, let me see you Osman score goals.
oh my
A great little John off.
Thank you, sir.
Great little
It
John
was a
off.
pleasure.
Jonathan
Well,
Mortimer Smith would be
since
delighted.
we've had
The first annual Little John off.
we've had the three most intense chants ever there.
Now you're going to lighten the mood.
And now I'm going to lighten the mood with
I just want to
Gee.
mark. I think we had to mark the occasion. That's the first time, like in the year that we've been doing this, that two people have like tried to sing the same tune at the same
I
time.
don't know about sing. I think sing is like
It was also the whitest thing I've ever
Yes.
So, how are you going to redeem us?
Does he run? Does he turn? Does he score a goal? My favourite Hearts player, his second name is So. Years go by, I'm watching him at a high-flying League One team. And there I see my angel with his new fancy cream. His goals are gold. He's sent forward, get Robbie told. My angel is Osman So. Angel is Osman So. Na 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 na.
Hey! All right!
let's go!
We had so many. You're breaking it down, fans.
It was worth it for the ending.
So, who wins?
I think Robert wins. I think he gave us the most quality.
Out of nowhere.
Oh, fucking yes! Ah, yeah. Yeah, look at me now, mum.
This is the end
Yay.
of the podcast. So we should probably mention the fact that our illustrious guests today, Jordan and Ian, are also known as something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, plugging it.
Yeah,
Time for that
for all
one.
your advertising and videography needs.
Stuff.
Yeah.
If you need something creative happening,
Get in touch with us.
Apart from songs, obviously. Although we do get called the Jingle Twins now.
You are the
Thanks,
Jingle
Sam.
Twins. Yeah. Thanks, Sam Phillip.
so let's find out where we can contact Jordan personally.
You can come to the house. My mobile number at Joseph Danger. And I'm on the internet.
That is on the internet.
At Jawbone. OH. Jawbone.
Robert,
I'm at Nickel Hay.
that's not true, is it?
No, I'm at RF Borthwick.
There you go.
Now you don't have to do your bit, I'm just helping.
Nice,
You
man.
can catch the podcast at We Have No Cares. It'd be
Easy.
nice if you tweeted us every now and then because we're feeling a bit lonely.
Clappy hand emoji.
Yeah, so many clappy hand
Clappy hand
emojis.
emoji. Yep.
The Tumblr is wehavenocares.tumblr.com. The email address is wehavenocares@gmail.com. We're going to end this now. Let's build ourselves up, guys. Next week it's the easiest game of the season.
It's Celtic away.
Clappy hand emoji.
Clappy hand emoji.
Clappy hand emoji.
Clappy hand emoji. Clappy hand emoji. Steve Crawford.
Steve Crawford.
I'm gonna knock you out.
arriving on the scene. Hartley!